Yo, what's up? My name's Patrouski, and welcome back to PokePath Episode 8, the game that I cannot put down, dude. This game is addicting, it's fun, it's amazing, it's exactly what a lot of us, I think, need in the world right now, is just something to dump our weekend into. So, I will say, I had a little bit of a save problem. I think I need to start playing a wave or two after saving, and that will help maybe lock in the saving. I don't know how the saving system exactly works in this game, but I lost a little bit of playtime, and I had to actually go back, check the old footage, and re-level my Charizard, Torkoal, and Larvesta to make sure that I did it all correctly. I think, I did it all right, but if anything is slightly off, that is why I did have a little bit of a saving problem. So, but I think we're fine. We didn't lose too much progress. I think it was mostly just the Pokeyen spent. But today's episode, we finally get to go ahead and explore a new map. Yes, I am heading over to Route 2-1, this little sandy desert looking area with the cute little cactuses. I have no idea what this has in store for me. I have no idea what it's going to look like. And I also have no idea how much damage my fire team is going to do. I don't know how good this team is. I put a lot of Pokeyen, a lot of resources into it. Maybe it'll be dog shit. I have no idea. I also have to learn like specific strategies. So for example, like Charizard will always burn the targets. That's like a really important thing. Torkoal only has a chance to burn the targets. Larvesta does more damage, double damage, to burnt enemies. That's the whole kind of synergy. So I want to make sure that Larvesta is always behind the Charizard and the Torkoal usually. I'm assuming the Mons come in from up here and then go down here to the bottom east. I think Charizard here, it's not as close as I would like it to be, but it doesn't have quite enough range to actually hit them from over here. So this is going to be the best position for my Zard. Torkoal also doesn't really have the range, unfortunately, for that. So I think he's going to go here. The placement, that's a big difficulty of this game, is the placement, it seems. I think having Larvesta be here is probably best because all of the enemies should have to funnel around here or through here. So Larvesta should be able to get to all of them. Now, this is actually perfect. Ferrothorn can go here, beautifully slowing down all enemies that want to trickle through here. That actually works out really, really freaking well. The big thing is, where does Spinda want to go? Where can I put Spinda where it can hit like most of the Mons in the map, still be an effective spot? I'm thinking like maybe here. I think here covers the most ground and also takes the least resources. This is a tough map, man. Greninja is difficult here. Maybe just here, I guess. And then Rampardo somewhere like down here. This is a tough map. I'm going to be honest. I'm curious to see how this plays out and how I can strategize around this and adjust. We do have 8,000 Pokeyen. Is that enough? We can level up our Ferrothorn one time. Sure, let's go ahead and let's do that. Did I actually miss out on a... No, I think I'm fine. Okay. Let's just go ahead and get started. My first time ever doing this map. I'm sure the first 20, 30 waves or so will be pretty easy. Here comes some Zigzag Goons. They also have more HP than I expected. It's 600 HP per Zig and Goon. But they're going to get obliterated swiftly, of course, and lead me over into wave number 2. Now we get some Poochyenas coming in. This should be totally fine. Really high HP for, like, quote-unquote weaker Pokemon. But you know what? We're going to put on the double turbo rockets. We can actually speed through this and get to the more difficult waves and see what this map has to offer. But even the early waves of this map are way more difficult than the previous ones. Once again, these Mons having, like, 600 HP is, like, an HP pool we were seeing on the previous maps, not until, like, wave 20 or 30 or 40, right? So like we're getting wave 20 or 30 or 40 difficulty Pokemon on wave 1 here. We also get 16 gold or so from defeated. I want to start keeping track of and trying to learn how much gold each Pokemon gives. I feel like it's a really good way to understand what map is best to farm and try to lean into that and learn about that more. Magnemite's getting obliterated. Nothing like too crazy so far. The speed from the Pooches, like they're getting, like this map is going to be tough as well. They do get like a decent length through the route. The fire team is fine so far. It's probably weaker than my previous team right now. That's the other big problem. The main thing is I need to get my Larvesta into a Volcarona. I bet you that this is one of those Pokemon, I could be wrong, that is incredibly weak before it actually evolves. So prioritizing getting I need about 220,000 Pokeyen. I am far off. So we're going to see how it plays out on this map, see how far I can make it on this map, but we might reach a point where it's actually better to just go back to the previous maps, do a little bit of idle grinding, get up to that 220k, evolve our Larvesta into Volcarona, and then really crush through the maps from there. But first, we got to see where we stand and see how much progress we can make without that upgrade, right? So looking pretty slow and steady so far. Once again, the Mons getting slowed down enough. I almost wish they were getting killed a little bit faster, but this is just that difficulty, snowballing up. Nothing's made it down here. That's the benchmark, I guess, so far. We have seen some Pokemon make it over here. Purloin's coming in 27 gold from these. A lot of gold for a 400 HP target. 20 gold now. The gold also goes up. Oh, that's interesting. And the HP just slightly, I guess. That makes sense, obviously. It's kind of I didn't know the scaling was in total numbers aside from just like, I assumed it was like more Pokemon would come in, but no, they actually do like buff up the enemies and such as well. There's 20 Magnemites coming in here, 724 armor apiece, 24 gold apiece. Smooth and steady at wave 14 so far. Wave 18, rocking smooth and steady. Still no Pokemon has made it down here. We have Whismers coming in now and some Linoons, getting about 29 and 31 gold apiece. Linoons rocking 1400 HP. I love when the Mons, it's honestly better for me when they like loop over here. They take like the longer routes. If a Mon just comes straight down here and then to the right, that's where I probably get obliterated, right? But yeah, nothing's made it down here so far. And then also we have Greninja. Like nothing's even made it to Greninja range. Yeah. So honestly, like I feel like we're not killing the Mons fast enough, but we're probably doing a pretty good job. I think it's also a lot of it's the place thing. On the other maps, we had Pokemon that were like all 6 or 5 of our Pokemon would be up here, so we had more targets attacking the Mons all at once, whereas we have less targets on them all at once here. Yeah, some making it over to the left over here, but nothing's reached this wooden fence so far. Also, one of the cool parts about this, like playing a new map, every single wave is a new gold star. The gold stars are super freaking important, dude. The fact that now I'm up to, you know, all these waves are so chill, so easy. When you actually like, you know, get used to the maps, fighting for every single gold star is a fucking grind. It's a challenge, right? But you gotta appreciate these essentially like free gold stars. Appreciate these free and easy gold stars while we can earn them. There's only gonna be so many of those. At a certain point, those, you know, that'll be gone in the game. So just appreciate every easy gold star you can get. And if we get 200, which we definitely can do, if I can get like a few more, if I get like 10 more, 11 more on this map, and then like 25 here, which we definitely can do that. We could definitely get to Route 3-1 and get 200 gold stars here pretty easily. The real question is, can we get 300 gold stars with the maps we have access to? Probably not quite yet, but after some upgrades. I don't think on our current power level, we probably couldn't unlock this. We definitely could unlock this, but not this. So we'll just keep progressing, upgrading. I want to get this Larvesta upgraded. I'm gonna go ahead and put the levels that I can into it. Beautiful. Up to 49. We need 10 more levels now. 10 more levels. It's gonna, now we know the exact cost as well. I guesstimated around 240k. I was a little bit off. It's actually a little bit more than that. I think it's closer to 250k plus the, you know, 20k we just spent. So it's actually 250k in total from what it was at. So now it's going to be 232k. We are 232,000 Pokeyen away from having ourselves a big bad Volcarona. And that's just my main goal right now in the game. I'm super obsessed with that. It is crazy how much the leveling scales. Like it's actually like, I'm scared how much Pokeyen it's going to cost to get a Pokemon to level 100, right? If it's like, that's going to get absurd. I'm trying to think on the math. We're going to reach a point where it's over 100k Pokeyen per level. We might reach a point where I'm curious if like level 99 to level 100 will cost like 1 million Pokeyen. We can't even consider those metrics yet. We're not at that scale, but we're going to reach a point of millions and potentially even billions. Did this game get to billions? I don't know. I feel like millions could be the peak, but we'll have to see. We do have a Delibird coming in here, please. Oh, we did KO it. Nice. That is a huge, every Delibird is 1,000 gold. Delibirds are huge chunks for gold farm, but they're very fast and they're very scary to see. Easy way for you to lose some HP, but no HP loss so far. We got a bunch of Mighty Yanas coming in. Nothing made it. I guess, does that count as making the wood gate? Oh, actually, I'm sorry. The Delibird did make it over here, and that Mighty Yana also made it here. I'm going to consider that. Yeah, Mons have now made it past the wooden gate. I would say that this is our new checkpoint of how far a Mon has gotten. These Purloins are coming in fast, and there is a ton of them. We're currently at wave 33. We have 32 waves defeated, up to 168 gold stars. Once again, 200 is the next unlock, next milestone. Oh, I missed it on camera. We did have some invisible Mons just blink through and take off 3 HP. I'm okay with that. Someone was actually telling me there's actually a setting in game you can go to. Let's try to go find it, where it will actually pause the auto waves if an invisible Mon shows up. That would be an insanely good setting if that's... Let's go see. Auto reset, stop before boss, stop before invis. This is really cool. Now, it makes it a little bit like auto or idle grinding a bit worse. Also, stop before boss. I honestly just want to see. I want to see what they consider boss, you know? I'm going to go ahead and turn these on. Maybe I'll turn this off. If I'm AFK grinding or idle grinding, I'll probably turn this off. The stop before invis. But stop before boss can almost always be on for the time being. Really good settings to have there. On to wave 40. Didn't expect, I'm not sure how far. I don't really think about it, what my goal wave was here. We got some executors coming in. That's a cool Pokemon to see, man. Given 108 gold apiece, 3,600 or so HP. and almost making it through the map. They came down to this second cactus tier right here. Bunch of things coming in. Linoons, Mightyanas. It's definitely getting tougher and tougher and tougher. We might see some Mons break through for the first time, but the Rampardos is catching things at the very end. Whoa, that Mightyana got stopped by the Spinda. Nice snipe from our random target Spinda. But I think we're going to start losing some HP here. I think we're at that point. We have 43,000 Pokeyen. Not the greatest map to farm gold for, but that's okay. Do I want to put more levels into, like, I promise I could put more levels into, like, Spinda or other Mons to, like, try to propel my progress, but I think I just can't use this strategy. I think the fire strategy, which I'm leaning into, I just don't think is powerful enough until I have this Volcarona. So I think, unfortunately, even though it's not the best use of, like, our right now, it's the long term. We are essentially delayed gratificationing ourselves. We are going for that long term and hoping that it pays off. And I don't know if it will. I don't know if the fire strat's even good, dude. I'm just going for it because I think it's cool. It seems interesting. It could be trash. Here comes some Delibirds. That is free Pokeyen. Huge Pokeyen for us there. And that'll be the main goal for this episode. Trying to see how, like, getting as many waves done as possible for these new maps. I probably will even explore Route 2-2. I think exploring both of these maps in this episode would be fantastic. And then also trying to get Larvesta up to level 59. I think getting the evolution and exploring both maps is today's main two goals. Look at this absolute smorgasbord of Pokemon coming in. 12 Bronzer, 12 Whismur, 12 Linoon, 12 Mightyana, 12 Loudred. Look at the diverse strategy, man. We have 45 waves done up to wave 46. I would love to make it to wave 50. That's that first retry checkpoint, remember. So if we can get up to wave 50, that would be fantastic. Then we can actually just go ahead and retry from there as opposed to restarting if we want. Look at all these Pokemon coming in. 32 Purloins. They're all so fast. I just took a huge chunk of HP. You can see in that top left-hand corner. Hopefully that HP chunk is going to increase the damage on our Rampardos in a way to where it's beneficial. Getting plus 246. That's plus 50%, you know, of his damage effectively. I don't know how really good it is, but he's also able to get some damage off down here. That was kind of cool to see. Spinda putting in the work as always. Let's go check our Pokemon stats. Torkoal. My main man, Torkoal. I'm sorry. I was not familiar with your game. What do you mean Torkoal's doing the most damage on this team? Let's go watch the stats this time and see. Charizard getting a lot done there. Look at our boy Tor. I don't know why I expected Torkoal to, like, not be that strong. Is it because of the AoE effect and because there's just so many like the quantities are really high? Look at how pitiful Larvesta's damage is. Oh my goodness. That is scary. That has me, once again, it has me scared for the fire strat. Look, it's doing 2k damage versus Charizard's 20k. Larvesta's so ass. Oh, I wonder if it's literally, once again, it's probably ideal to not even be using this strategy until I have the Volcarona built and have it in my hands. But I think this is part of the fun. I think part of the fun is seeing how much better this strategy will be once I make that evolution into Volcarona. We're currently on wave 49 literally right now. We're almost at wave 50. We're almost there. We're literally right there. 30 Magnemites, 31 Magneton coming in. This is wave 50. And I think we can beat it. They go pretty slow. They go also they're trickling in a slow enough rate where we can actually go ahead and take care of them. It's fine. Charizard getting some good chip in. Charizard and Torkoal putting in the work. Spinda doing decently as well. Obviously, for a map like this, like Ferrothorn and Greninja, you know, they're just out of range. So it makes sense they'd have less damage. They're having a harder time, I guess, getting the damage off. They have less of an opportunity as opposed to these Mons. These Mons are also, once again, centered around that Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn getting those slows off. Even though Ferrothorn's damage is less, it's the slows that allow the Charizard, the Torkoal to get off that damage. The slows are so good in a game like this, man. That Light Clay boosting the slow as well. We are now over wave 50. Beautiful. I'm going to put I'm just putting everything into level ups on Larvesta. We are 54 out of 59, man. We are 5 levels away. Those 5 levels will now cost me 148k Pokeyen. The Pokeyen per minute does feel pretty good here. Let's go check. What was our best? Our max gold per time. Let's see. No, don't. We can delete that. Whoa. Oh, wait. This is actually telling me. Oh, it tells you. Wait, I didn't realize these statistics are that in depth. This is telling me that Route 2-1 at wave 43, that was our best Pokeyen per second. So we literally got our best Pokeyen per second in this episode on this map just a few waves ago. I didn't even realize. I wonder if it was those 2 Delibirds that we just killed quickly back to back. I'm not sure, but we see max gold per wave. Route 1-1, wave 79. We got 9k gold in 1 wave. I love that. I didn't read this properly. This is a beautiful, beautiful statistic. We can also see our burns applied is going to go up over time. We have our slows applied number, but now this, going for 10k of those is also probably a Look at that. Defeat 225 Delibirds. These are some really cool achievements, man. Going for 100% achievements in this game would be fantastic. Definitely something I want to try to do here if we can stick to it. I can't believe we made it this far, but this might be where we actually take the loss. There's 3, 4 Mighty Annas. We're down to 1 HP. We're literally down to 1 heart. We're at wave 58 right now. Torkoal's still doing the most damage by far. What? I thought Charizard would do the most since he is able to, like, guarantee get that burn off, but Torkoal being an AoE attack, I love that range. There's some executes. Gonna make it through. Gonna cost me the run. That's okay. Really good run. We got 57 gold stars. I'm gonna go ahead and click retry there. That was a very, very, very solid first attempt. We also have a little bit more Pokeyen. We can put 1 more upgrade. We are 4 levels away on our Larvesta. The next question is, should I just... you know what? I'm just gonna go to the next map. We're gonna do it, man. I'm trying all the new maps. Look at this beautiful oasis. We're gonna try all the new maps today. See how they play. See how they feel. I'm gonna see Mons come in from the left and exit over to the right. Okay, got it. Ooh, this map. See, this is a perfect example of like a hard terrain map. This map seems perfectly like you have to have Pokemon that can both be in the water and in the grass here. And you know what? I actually have 2 items. I don't have the gold for it though. I have 2 items that would be perfect for this map, but they cost 75k. But these would actually be so good for this map specific. I love that specificity, you know, that specific power. Like having to get things specifically is just really good balancing, really good design to have different things for different situations. That situational balancing is fantastic in my opinion. I think of like in old school RuneScape, they were trying to, you can't always just power creep, you know. In a game like Old School RuneScape, for example, if you have like the rune crossbow, right? You can't just add like, oh, the dragon crossbow, oh, the hyper dragon crossbow, the bone bow, you know, you can't just get stronger, right? So instead, they ended up adding something in RuneScape called the Dragon Hunter crossbow. And that was specifically a crossbow that was really good against dragons. That kind of balancing, having that specificity, it slows down power creep. And to have that, to see that kind of thing happening in a game so early on in development is just, it's such long-term thought process. But I will say, because of that, I don't know if I'm ready to take on this map. I would have loved to explore this map today, but I don't know if it's honestly my time. So I'm going to head back to Route 1-2, try to get a PB over here and try to gain some extra gold to, number 1, get our Larvesta up to 59. Number 2, get some of these items. We need to get these 2 items unlocked before we take on Route 2-2. My placements and build for this map are definitely not ideal, but I'm really just here to grind up some extra Pokeyen. I was looking, my Greninja had an awkward situation. I would have loved to put my Spinda, like this is not a great range here. Spinda usually goes over here or over here. The problem is then I have no place to put my Greninja aside from right here, and this spot just, Greninja doesn't have the range for it. So it's very suboptimal build here. I was gonna say I doubt that I could get a PB, but I'm trying to think. I don't know actually. Because this is a team that I'm just not yet. I doubt it. Once again, this strat with the Larvesta just feels incredibly weak. I think I need to get this into a Volcarona to really be able to see its power. Yeah, I'm not getting a PB here. Look at these golems breaking through already at wave 51. I might need to go back to wave 1-1, route 1-1 to even farm. That's pathetic, man. I'm scared. I'm really nervous at this point that the fire strategy is actually going to just suck so much dong, and that even with like Larvesta turned into Volcarona, it won't be good enough. Like, oh, if I double this damage, like 300, you know, is that really that good? I guess the thing is, like, how much does my power increase? Like right now, my Larvesta's power is literally 65. That's atrocious at level 55 versus like Spinda is 51 and has like a crazy recharge. Let's a better comparison is Charizard at 248 power, 0.85 recharge versus this is just pathetic. But I'm hoping I could have just Googled, I could have, you know, Wikipedia'd, I could have looked into this and like blah blah blah, but like no, I think the fun of exploring a new game is just testing out strats like this and hoping if it doesn't work, it could be the best strat in the game. I don't know, or it could be dog shit. And today we're gonna find out. This episode we're gonna find out, man. I'm not ending until we get this thing into level 59. And a bunch of mons are making it through. I've taken a fair bit of HP. We're up to wave 56. This is where I normally lose, and I think I am going to go ahead and take the loss here, most likely. I'd be really, really shocked if I PB. If I would be blown. There's no way. I actually, there's like a 0% chance. These Venomoths are getting taken down, though. I kind of think there's a 0% chance I PB with this team. It just feels so weak. But... what? No, I'm sorry. Excuse me. This is normally the wave where I lose. Okay. I think there's like a 0% chance. Let's see. That last wave did not look that terrible. The Torkoal just puts in work, man. I have 3 HP. Come on, Greninja. You got to carry here. And the Rampardos. Come on. No way. If I PB with this team, there's no shot. Torkoal's attack. Oh, but you know, here comes the big one. Here comes. I have 2 HP. 1 can go through, but only 1. 2 cannot. What? I actually PB. I can't believe that. This strat feels incredibly weak right now. What? With Larvesta doing dog shit damage, I was still able to PB. Okay, I have hope for this. I have hope for this team. I have hope. Not high hopes, but some hope. Okay. Woo, it's a 1-wave PB. I am going to click retry, but then I think just head back to Route 1 and try to grind some Pokeyen here potentially. Or maybe just back to Route 2-1? I don't know. I guess I could get a PB at Route... Where am I at? I could potentially get a PB at Route 1-1. I'm at 80 stars so far. I probably could PB with this team. Let's go for that. That'll be fun. Not having a ton of water mons does make the placement for this very awkward. Look at this. My Rampardos is just down here. That's all. That's the only way I can put them. That's really awkward for like a north side. This is my north side team, right? And then here is my south side team. So I'm going to go ahead and save this. The Larvesta, I guess Larvesta can be here, to be fair. We'll save that in slot 2. This is not going to do much, though. But we can load slot. South side team, north side to south side. There we go. All right. We're at wave 76. I'm curious to see how difficult this will be. We have 8 Chanseys coming in. I'm curious how this team will do here. I think this is a good test of its power level. Ooh, a lot of Dodrios coming in fast. That slow from Ferrothorn coming in crucial there. I'm going to take losses already, I think. Rampardos saved my butt. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. I think I'm gonna take the loss here, I think. That's insane. I'm sorry, we're switching to south side. What am I doing? I'm like distracted. I should actually go ahead and will I win this wave if I switch to south side there? I could have switched south side way earlier. Excuse my terrible play. Gotta wake up a little bit. It's been since I've done this map. We're gonna make it. Just barely. With our north side, south side swaps. Beautiful. Okay. But I probably will go ahead and reset on this map here. Well, it depends on the Pokeyen I make. I'm starting at 44k at the beginning of wave 77. Let's see what I end with. It might be better to just stay at the high waves, even though I lose over and over again. The Spinda with the amulet coin also blasting away into the Chanseys. Like, that's got to be earning me some decent Pokeyen at least, hopefully. Let's see. As soon as these mons move past, I do want to load south side here. I probably go ahead and load it pretty soon. We're not quite there. We'll go ahead and load it now, maybe. That was a little early, actually. We'll load it now. That's totally fine. Larvesta. We should be able to get this wave done. Our PB is 80. We're at 77. It is tough. You do have to do the swaps on this for sure to even have a chance. Load back to north side. So we gained 6,000 Pokeyen in that one wave. That is probably better than if we were to just reset, but it is a lot more focused as well. But I don't mind being more focused right now. You know what? I'm enjoying the game. We can lock in. A lot of Golbats. 60 Golbats coming in. 9. This looks like our DPS. Charizard, man. Shout out Charizard, man. Putting in the work. Doing the most damage on our team. Ferrothorn getting a lot done as well. Where is Larvesta? Larvesta's doing a bit better on this map, but still not great. To put it nicely, you know. We're not dead yet, though. We have the Delibirds. Whoa, 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 whoa! Those got killed all over here. Wow. Oh yeah, and then we have the Lunatone Soul Rock. That's a cool wave. Interesting wave. Cool to see. Should be pretty. We defeated this before, so usually we lose on this next wave. If we defeat this next wave, that'd be really cool. That'd be a really, really good sign. I'm going to do our south side. So we shouldn't lose here. There's no way. Yeah, we have 3 hearts. There's literally 0% chance. We're good. Beautiful. Nice damage Charizard. All right. This is where we usually lose. 60 Dodrios coming in. Can we actually beat it this time? We've never beaten it before. I'm going to keep my south side swap ready. I'm going to swap it really quick to get those Dodrios. Got most of them. I'm going to south side swap again. I think I lose. I think I lose here. I didn't get any chip damage on this next. Yep. This next train had 0 chip damage from north side. Oh, 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 come on, PB, 81. Whoa, okay. Whoa, whoa. This team is shocking me, man. New PB. I'm going to switch south side here in a quick sec, maybe. Yeah, we'll switch down. Just in time to snag that. Just in time to snag that. I do want to actually get level ups where I can. We are 2 levels away. 2 levels away. About 60, 70,000 Pokeyen in total from level 59. From finally getting that Voltor run, that huge upgrade. And we're getting a new PB on wave 1, man. Hell yeah. 3 Chanseys, 1 Lunatone. That's fine. We can take care of this easy. This is an easy way. They're giving me this one for free, honestly. They wanted to give me a little bit of extra gold. Thank you, PokePath devs. That was very nice of you. I'll PayPal you later. True, true, true. All right, Lunatone, or Soul Rock. Excuse me, Soul Rock coming in. This is 13k HP. 13.5. 13.5 HP. Just looking to farm. Honestly, yeah, let spin to farm that Pokeyen off of him. Thank you so much. Thank you, PokePath devs, once again. We'll switch to south side here. We are looking for 32k gold. And then we're one level away. We're almost there, man. We're almost there. A similar wave to the previous one. One Solrock, one Lunatone. Wave 85. New PB. We should be able to beat this. I have no problem with beating down these tanky mons. This is a good wave where like that Absol strat we used previously could come in. Maybe I will lose here. I'm at 1 heart, to be fair. So if any of these get through, I'm just dead. This could be the loss, which I'm honestly mostly okay with. We're so close to this. Boom. One more level. We are 36k gold away from having a Volcarona. Everything we've been planning for and working for quite a while now. Back up to the north side. Gravelers, Chanseys, Lunatones. I feel pretty good against these tanky waves. I prefer these than like the Dodrios and the Delibirds and like the Speedy Mons, honestly. Let's see if I eat those words, though. The Lunatones are coming in. They're taking a lot of damage, but they're getting through. The Chanseys, I don't need to switch to south side quite yet. I'll wait to chip down the Chanseys. Now I can go south side. Once they reach like this little segment, Chansey will eventually go down. The Lunatones I do have to like purposely focus on. A lot of armor. Ferrothorn slows are going to be huge here. They're not quite in damage range. They should be obliterated. I'm not worried about this at all. Wave 86. Huge new PB. Could we make it to wave 90? That's the question. Make it to wave 90 and get 36.6 gold. Those are the 2 questions. Oh, we just hit 200 gold stars as well. 200 gold stars. New map unlocked. 3-1. I haven't even explored 2-2, bro. I'm excited to, though. I feel like that map would be really beautiful. I do want to make a south side swap right about here. Once they reach, like the chances these are low, they'll get they'll passively get beaten down. Once these mons, these big tanky boys, reach this L corner, want to make that swap. Ferrothorns, the slows are so huge, man. I don't know, like if without the slows, I don't know if it would be the same. See, oh come on, that got a little sketchy there. I'm not gonna lie. Wave 88, nose pass. I feel pretty fine here. Especially if this Lunatone is so early on. We might have to switch to south side a little bit earlier than I would like, though. And that's we're gonna get less chip on the Gravelers and such because of this. So watch this like early switch to Lunatone right here. So we can make sure, we have to like basically make sure we can defeat Lunatone. Now I can swap north side. Actually, the Lunatone's so low, I can swap back to north side. Make sure we get the chip damage on all these guys. Make this work. These guys should be fine. I'm not worried. They'll get killed eventually. That's fine. We're almost at wave 90. Wave 88. Oh, there's a Solrock as well. Okay, we're fine. Wave 88, halfway there in terms of our gold for Volk. All right, here's wave 89 coming up. 2 more waves would be a really cool PB. Wait, did it pause? What? Ah! Our setting worked. We got a pause because Kecleon is coming in. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm just going to take Volcarona off the team because it's ass right now anyways, you know. I'm going to take it off the team. I'm going to add Grumpig. And I'm going to put Grumpig here to take care of the Kecleons. Now, I do need to save something. So what I'm going to do is when I switch to south side, basically, I need to... Okay, let's load south side. We're just gonna bring back our Larvesta. I know. It's basically the same thing all over again. I need to actually save it in both places, don't I? Okay, I'll see you guys in a quick sec. What I'm going to do is save the new south side, Grumpig south side, in slot 4. And then north side Grumpig will be in slot 3. So now we have slot 1 to load, which is Larvesta, north side. Slot 2, south side Larvesta. Slot 3, north side Grumpig. And then slot 4, south side Grumpig. Okay. You can utilize it. It takes a little bit of, it takes a lot, honestly, a fair bit of time. I would love to see a better UI. I don't know how to fix it, though. The problem is, I don't love giving suggestions to game devs if I can't even give you the explanation or like the way to fix it. I feel like you have to give good critique, you have to actually be able to help the person and like actually offer a proper solution. I don't know the solution, but having to switch in your Pokemon every single time. Wait a minute. Wait. Do we have a new Pokemon slot? Have we had a new Pokemon slot for a while and I haven't even been using it? Huh. All right, nobody saw that and nobody's going to mention that in the comments for sure. Okay, what I was trying to say was it is difficult to like weave Pokemon in and out, like remove unit one by one to weave them in and out. And if you like don't have it properly saved, you have to like do it all over again. Having the different setups is a little more complicated than I would like. I don't know of a better way though is the problem. So that's what I was trying to say. But anyways, now we have 8 Pokemon on the battlefield. These Kecleons coming in, they will get obliterated down. Beautiful. We're at wave 89. This wave should be, as long as you have things to kill the Kecleons, which we do, the rest of this should be super, super simple. So that's a good sign. The rest of this wave should be super easy, honestly. More Kecleons coming in. As long as, yeah, this is like one of the easiest we've seen in a long time. The main difficulty there is the invisible mons, and because we put on that setting, it saved our butt. We're definitely going to get to wave 90 here. The question is, will we be able to defeat wave 90? And then I don't think we'll reach wave 100. Apparently, wave 100 has something very special. I have not gotten there yet. I'm very excited to get there, but wave 100 will have something very, very cool from what I've heard. All right, on to wave 90. 89 defeated. This is 4 Graveler, 4 Rhyhorn. What is Rhyhorn? 4,600 HP, like 7k in total if you count the armor and the HP. This should be easy, right? Hopefully. Wait, Copium? Let me switch to our south side. Now, my south side's not going to have... Oh, that's the wrong south side. I guess it doesn't matter. Grumpig will do more damage than Larvesta, I think. This is going to be close. Excuse me, Rhyhorn? Excuse me? Thank you, buddy. Okay. Whew. I don't have Larvesta here now, but that's fine. We're so close, though. We are so close. Let's go add it to our party just so I can have it. I'm going to be evolving this thing, like, mid-wave. I'm going to be as soon as I possibly can. We have some Kecleons coming in. We should be able to defeat those here easily. We need like 2k more, dude. 2k more Pokeyen. Come on. I have 1 heart. Just don't die before that happens, I guess, is the main thing to consider here. I need to go slot 4 to, what's it called? Ooh, the Kecleon made its way down. I actually have to go slot 4 now. Oh, okay. We have enough gold, but the Volcarona is off my screen, so I can't even. Let's go grab it. Add it to the team. These Kecleons, hopefully this Drumpig can actually handle this. Let's slow it down really quick just in case. I should be able to beat this. Oh! Wait, he makes them visible. I didn't know it worked like that. That's really cool. What the hell? And now we see Rhydons coming in. This is the first time I've seen Rhydons, I believe. I don't think I've ever seen that mons before. They're at about 10k HP, including the shield and stuff. And I'm just gonna take the loss here. This is over. I'm not even gonna try. It's GG's because I have something more important on my hands to worry about. Wave 91, huge new PB, over 205, new Pokemon slots, new map, tons of stuff unlocked. But more importantly, we can finally evolve our Larvesta into Volcarona. Just barely. We just barely have enough Pokeyen. Our power increases to 154. That's still not great. My biggest nightmare is that even though I've put all of this work... How beautiful it looks, though. Even though I've put all of this work, it's still being ass. That is my... Oh, my greatest fear. And I honestly... I don't know. You know, I don't know. I will have to just test it in a future episode. It is next episode we will find out, was this entire episode and a half a waste of time or not. I'm not sure. I'm shrugging right now. You can't really see, but I am shrugging. But I'm excited to see. I'm excited to keep testing and learning this game in the future. If you enjoyed this episode of PokePath, make sure to leave a like on it. It is super, super helpful in the early start of the year in 2026, as well as it lets me know you actually like seeing the PokePath content. Make sure to subscribe to also let me know you like seeing the PokePath content, and you can go above and beyond and support me if you want to. YouTube membership, Twitch Prime, Switch sub, PayPal, and Venmo donations really do keep the lights on, really do allow me to be here. But for now, I will see you guys later. Peace, Reno. Yo, what's up? Outro Patrouski here. I wanted to take this second to say thank you so much for watching the entire video. It is thanks to people like you I'm able to make the content that I do, as well as everybody whose name is listed here. That's it for me. Have a fantastic day.